Okay, so this video actually isn't officially a trick. It is a foundation video, so basically a part 1 that's going to lead to our fetch and our tug behaviors for dogs that aren't really naturally inclined to do either behavior. Despite Jet being a retriever, he's actually not one to fetch. It is something I taught him to do. And I'm going to show you sort of the first step in how we taught that. So what I want Jet to do the very first time is just interact with this object in some way, preferably with his mouth. So I'm going to put it here. Jet does no targeting. Good. So he touched it with his nose. I'm not looking for anything amazing. I just want some interaction with it. Can you get up? Yes. That time he kind of bit it. I'm going to move it around. Good. I'm not expecting him to do anything. If he picks it up, that's awesome. But any kind of nose touching right now, I will accept. Okay, now I'm going to up my ante again. This is a game that I've played with Jet before, so he kind of gets the progression. So now I want him to actually pick up this ball. He doesn't have to bring it to me, but I want him to pick it up. He's got to get it off the ground. Good. And he's using the tags, which again, good. I don't care how high he gets it at this point. I just want it off the ground. Good. Good. Okay, so that's going to be your first 2 rounds of play if your dog's not a natural fetcher. Riley is a total natural fetcher. It's not something I taught her. She automatically did it and brought it back to me. You can see Jet's actually looking for the ball right now. So again, those nose touches, this was sort of a foundation behavior. I'm going to show this as well with our tug. So again, it's the same thing. I just want him to engage with his mouth on it. That can start out on the ground where he touches it. Picks it up is great. Good. And then the progression on this would be me holding it and then clicking. Jetty, can you sit? Sit. Good. Okay, so I will admit that progressed quickly. Your first session is going to be a lot slower. Jet has learned to interact with objects in his environment just from the use of the clicker. We have learned that if something's laying about, a lot of times if I interact with that in some way, if I touch it with my paws, if I touch it with my nose, if I bite it, then that's going to get a click and a treat. And that's how we built on behaviors. Jet will actually now retrieve a ball and put it through a hoop, a basketball goal trick. And that's something that I had to take from the very beginning, teach him to just interact with the ball, then pick up the ball, then bring the ball to me, and things like that. So that was our fetch right there. Now he will fetch that toy for me just because we broke it down into 3 steps and I clicked it. And then the next session or a couple days down the road, I would up the ante or up my expectations of what I wanted him to do. And then that was the new behavior I began clicking. So again, this is your foundation behavior for 2 of the tricks that I'll introduce next week, which are tugging. Get it? Can you get it? You can't get it. You get it. Good. And then the fetch with a ball.